and for I.
Yes.
Do you mean that?
Yes, Lord knows I can't risk finding out what you'll do next if I refuse.
Yeah, I promise you an eternity of marital bliss, a whirlwind of fun and surprises, a rose-covered cottage, and a patter of wee feet. You'll never regret saying yes, Sassy.
Oh, don't.
I promise you.
Stop it. You're making me...
Say it again. Say it again.
Yes. You'll take a woman who accepted your proposal out of desperation in an act of self-defense, then yes.
I'll take you anywhere I can get you. I'll get back on my knees right now again and ask you to...
Duncan, no! Just get me out of here. I've been in here for hours.
Your wish is my command. Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, no, Duncan, no! Not more tricks, please.
I was so intent on carrying out my plan that I left the key in the lock on the other side of the door.
Promise me eternity. And this is how we're going to spend it in the Shannon McKechnie viewing lounge in the Earl Mitchell Center!
This is the airport where we are here. Yeah. And this is my headquarters in Plaza Real. Now, we know that Coronel Araca has taken over this hotel, and that is his new command post. Now, that is where Mrs. Walsh Dixon and her pilot were captured.
But they did manage to escape, right?
See, my men picked up orders that on the enemy, a frequency that they were being hunted down. The soldiers were told to shoot to kill.
All right, we gotta buy time. What about trying to contact this Iraq under flag of truce?
No, that would not be safe. The junta respects nothing.
They respect money.
No, I'm sorry, I cannot risk that. I cannot ask that of my men to undertake
I'm
such
not
a
looking
mission.
for any of your men. I'll go myself.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Crisco Shortening. For light, flaky pie crusts, Crisco is the recipe for success.
Get the hell out of here, Lucinda.
No.
You got to.
No.
Lucinda, I'm not gonna make it. Our only chance is you getting to Cordova.
No.
Go, Lucinda. You think I'm gonna die any easier watching you get shot down? Help me over there.
I'll be back. I'll come back.
Yeah, do that. Give me his rifle. I'm gonna take a few of them with me.
I don't want to leave you.
Oh, Lucinda, you're an incredible woman.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Just give me a jeep and a map.
And why would Araca listen to you?
Because I got $5 million to negotiate with, that's why.
Yeah, he will take the money and kill you.
I will arrange it so that he doesn't get the money until I get Lucinda.
No, that cannot be.
Why?
No, because as we speak, my men are surrounding the entire area. Now, in less than 30 minutes, my artillery will lay down a heavy bombardment and we will begin the attack.
Come on!
No, look, I'm sorry, okay? Now, you're concerned for the safety of 2 people. I'm concerned for the future of an entire country.
Fine, good luck. I'll do it myself.
No, right? Él no se puede ir. I'm sorry, Senor Montgomery, but I have to place you under arrest.
Up here, you bloody twit!
Oh, no, Duncan, not after the last 48 hours. I'm exhausted.
Shame on you, Lassie. I'd never take advantage of a situation like this.
Then why are you undressing?
So I can have something to wave at the bloody stupid pipers. Up here! Ah, I've got the head piper's attention. Up here! That's it. Oh, damn it, these I want him to play on it.
No, I don't have any boiling oil or something. If it didn't get their attention, at least it would silence them!
All right, well, there's got to be some way out of here. All we have to do is use our ingenuity. Ah, I've got it. A credit card.
Good. I charge thee to open. I charge thee to open.
Very amusing.
Don't leave home without it.
Oh, bloody hell.
Duncan, you forget that these doors were made before the age of plastic credit. We were just going to starve to death here. And if those bloody pipers don't shut up, I'm gonna go crazy!
Up by the bells of St. Andrews. Come on. I got in through the window. We'll go back out the window.
Duncan, no!
See, oh,
You know I have terrible vertigo!
Stick your foot right in the hook. Right there, in the hook. That's it. You got it? Hold on. Close your eyes. Close it down, you jackass.
Well, I haven't seen much of Cal today, Josh, but when I do, I'll be sure and give him your message. And I promise you that I'll call you the minute we hear anything about Lily. No, of course not. Of course not. We're all worried about her, yes. She's made my love with you. All right, bye-bye.
Is that Josh?
Yes. He's called every day now to find out if we've had any word about Lily, generally when he thinks you're at work.
He feels he has to avoid me?
I think he's being very sensitive about what you're working through with Dr. Michaels. Have you heard from Kirk?
Indirectly, he had his secretary call me and say that he was on his way home and for me to meet him at the Mona Lisa.
Oh. Yes. Any idea how his meeting went with Lenore?
No, but I think he would have called if the news were good.
Well, I'm glad you're going to be spending the evening with him.
Yeah.
I wish that Craig were here for Ellie instead of off in Montega. Ellie's spending the night with Bryant and Lila.
Oh. Where's Caleb?
Oh, I don't know. He's out somewhere.
You know, Mama, I wish Caleb would find a nice girl to help him get through all this.
Oh, yeah, come on, let's go. Go ahead and keep Kirk waiting.
I don't want you to be lonely
I've got
now.
things to do. I'll go my way upstairs to get my writing. I've got some writing.
Okay, well, I won't be late.
Okay, all right. I'll leave the porch light on for you now. Turn it off when you come up.
All right.
Night.
Oh, Jared, I didn't know you were in town.
Well, I didn't call, Ivor, because the things I had to say I felt I better say in person. I assume you know the outcome of the meeting between Kirk and Lenore.
Not really, but I guess it wasn't very good, huh?
Well, that's a matter of opinion. Actually, she forgave him and said that he could bring the children here for Thanksgiving.
And you're not pleased?
No, not really. It just makes me very angry to see how close he's getting to the children again.
You know, Jared, I never really talked to you about what you did, but I think you should know I'm very disappointed. I know you're trying to protect Lenore, but I don't understand why you went back on your word with Mama. You broke your promise.
I know your mother asked me about that, too. I gave it a lot of thought, and it just comes down to the fact that I'm still so very angry at Kirk for what he did to Lenore.
Yeah, but what about me? What about my feelings? I know we haven't spent a lot of time together to develop any father-daughter relationship, but I am your daughter. I do love Kirk, and you don't understand that.
I do understand. It's just that I can't seem to forget the things...
Well, look, I know you love Lenore. I do, too. I know what he did to her, made her suffer. But I believe that people can change, and I think Kirk is trying very hard to change, and I wish you would show him a little forgiveness.
I can't. I just don't seem to have it in me to forgive Kirk for what he did to Lenore. I thought you of all people would understand that, knowing how you feel about Josh. I heard you say that you could never forgive him.
Well, hello there,
Hello.
stranger. I'm so glad to see you. When did you get back?
20 minutes ago. Came straight here from the airport.
I was gonna join me, and I'm in a mood to celebrate.
You are. Well, would you like me to reserve the powder room?
I think a table for two with some champagne will do quite nicely.
All right.
Thanks.
You got it.
Excuse me. Yeah, it's Duncan on the phone. I think he's got another plan for Shannon.
Oh, my goodness, I wonder if excuse, would you please show this precious man to a wonderful table?
Absolutely.
Duncan?
No.
So how do you like it here?
I love it.
Yeah?
Lisa's absolutely the greatest.
She's real romantic, isn't she?
Yes, she is. Talk about romance. You should have been here the last couple of days.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. This is a table for two, right?
Right.
Right. Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
Good evening.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Well, now, that outfit is almost as nice as the one you had on in fashion.
Thank you. This is a table for three, right?
Yes, table for three. I'm just gonna have a drink with you while we discuss these oil leases, and I've got to be on my way. If you'll excuse me, I'll join you.
Hey, Kurt. How's that leg? Oh, I feel so good, I don't even notice it. Had this great visit with Lenore. She's gonna let the kids come here for Thanksgiving.
Well, now, that's what I call some good news.
I was on the way to celebrate.
That's even better news. I'll tell you why.
What?
That means that Emma's probably gonna be alone at the farm tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll try and make it a late night.
You do that, and I'll owe you one.
You got it.
Hey, have you heard about Lucinda?
Well, not since she flew down to Montega.
Son, you got some heavy catching up to do. She's been captured down there. She's being held for ransom.
What?
Yes. You didn't hear this?
No.
Norma! Well, hi. I didn't expect you here on your first night back.
Yeah, well, I want to keep busy. It helps keep me sane.
Any word about Craig?
No.
Well,
Excuse me. I'm gonna go talk to Kirk.
honey, how's Casey?
Well, he's being very brave, but the news is not good.
How are you?
So, I heard about Craig. Couldn't stop him, huh?
No, I didn't try.
I understand.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna give Emma a call.
Okay, I'll take your seat then.
I got the strangest call from Duncan, and he asked me to meet him here. Any idea what's going on?
All I know is that he called and he said he wanted me to chill an entire case of champagne. Do you suppose that could possibly...
What's going on?
Oh, that crazy romantic Scotsman. He has been proposing to Shannon for 48 hours without stop.
Well, I'm surprised you're having dinner with me. Where's Brown?
Oh, he's in Chicago.
Well, that's his loss. Look, now you're staying at your grandmother's. Perhaps you can accept an invite to my place for dinner. Have a little peach ice cream, providing we discuss business, of course.
Sure. Oh, wait, there's Jessica. I will be right back. Excuse me.
Hello. Well, I have been deserted. Will you join me?
Oh, I really shouldn't. I'm pretty busy right now.
Well, it's just for a bit, and we have to discuss plans for you to model the Barbara Ryan originals.
Okay. Hi. I am. It's all new to me, Andy. I mean, knowing you're waiting for me and getting upset because I'm friendly with some other guy, it makes me feel kind of fenced in.
But what am I supposed to do, Julie? Sit back and watch some creep come on to you?
You gotta trust me, baby, because if you don't, it means you bought all those stories Duke and your old man have been spreading around about me. Listen, I gotta get back to work, but I'm serious about the modeling, okay? So don't forget me.
I will.
Okay. Hi. I thought you were home studying.
I wanted to surprise you.
Well, I'm glad. Listen, about Sean, we were just talking
It's cool,
about...
right? He's just a customer, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Are you sure?
Yes, definitely.
I gotta go down the cellar. You wanna come with me?
Sure.
Great.
But I don't get it. What's Craig gonna do with the ransom if Lucinda has escaped?
Kirk, I don't know. He was very, very emotional when he left here. I think he's doing it because he feels he has an emotional commitment to Lucinda out of a hurt and a need. And he also needs to find out about Sierra. It's something that he had to do.
Well, at least he'll be free to ask you to marry him when he gets back.
Yeah, that's one possibility.
Good evening, Jessica.
Hi, Cal.
I hope you forgive me if I drag Emily away to talk about oil leases.
Of course I will.
I'll talk to you later.
All right.
See you.
Hey!
Hi.
Guess what? I've got some
I
great
heard.
news. How?
Jared was at the farm as I was leaving.
You know what? I'm gonna let the two of you be alone.
No, stay. You shouldn't be alone tonight, really.
Yeah, stick around. I've got some champagne cooling. What do you say?
Okay.
Maybe you'd like to stop by the powder room for a bit.
Powder room.
Hi.
Are you kidding? It's gonna take me hours in the penthouse before I feel human again.
Well, to save your voice, I want you to be able to say I do loud and clear.
Duncan, what in the world have you done to her? Look at her. I've been on your side this whole time. You know that,
now,
but
Lisa,
now this
it's
is...
not what you think. It's, Shannon and I just took a lovely ride on a crane.
Oh,
that is after she accepted my proposal.
Oh.
You did.
Hold on.
Oh,
Shannon. I'm so happy for you. Oh, but tell me what happened to make you say yes?
No tendrás ni un minuto, sí. Mira, lleva esto al coronel Tumal en el campo de la batalla.
Enseguida, mi general.
Must I keep the guard?
No.
Pues sí, no. Hopefully, within the hour, my men will take control of this entire city.
I just hope Lucinda and Sawyer don't get caught in the battle zone.
Well, we will know soon.
On the drive out from the airport, seeing all those burnt-out areas reminded me of my last time in Montega. I came here to get Sierra and my son. Sierra's plantation was in ruins. She'd worked so hard to try to save it and rebuild it. Maria Flores said that she had been executed.
And your son?
He was safe. He barely managed to escape. I don't think that Maria survived. Sierra loved this country so.
And she is loved by this country. There's talk of a monument to the brave young
Yeah,
woman.
there's gonna be a monument.
Look, there have been many rumors about...
I've heard the rumors, all of them. Tonio Reyes has been driving me crazy for months.
No, I know of Senor Reyes. He could not have known anything because our country has been cut off.
No, his principal source was Juanita Pereira.
Nah, parásito, nah. Don't trust her.
But she's got family here.
Nah, family. She had a cousin, Carlos, and he used the underground to flee and...
No. He got a ring. It was Sierra's wedding ring. Tonio got it from one of his contacts. He said it was proof that Stenbeck had been holding her.
These contacts, you have their names?
Yeah, yes, he gave me a list. Here.
Claro que sí, Rafa Valiente. I know him well. We fought together in the first rebellion. He's fighting under me now.
Well, maybe he knows about Sierra. Maybe he can tell me something.
Perhaps, if he survives. He will lead the next attack near the railroad station. It has begun. Sí, dime. ¿Cómo me gusta la línea?
If you're alive, Lucinda, God help you.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment. A love as the world turns.
Be sure and give Angel my love. And, Holden, sweetheart, think about what I said, okay? Yes. I love you, too. Bye-bye.
Upsetting call?
Well, it seems that Holden and Angel are thinking about adopting a child. I have the uncomfortable feeling they think that's going to solve some problems in their marriage. I think that's a mistake.
Especially if he still has feelings for Lily. Is that why you didn't mention what has happened to her?
Yeah. It wouldn't help matters if he went off searching for her, and I know he would.
Well, maybe. I sometimes feel that maybe we should all be looking to try and find her.
Jared, Lily made us promise not to do that. And Josh gave her his word that he wouldn't. I really don't believe that people should go back on their word.
I know how much that means to you now.
Would you like some pie and coffee, Jared?
Emma, I mean this. Look, I'll never, ever give you any reason to doubt my word again.
Okay. It's over, it's over. I'm just glad that things are okay between Lenore and Kirk. Would you like some pie?
I'd love some.
Good. It would be terrible not to have those children here at Thanksgiving, you know. Would you get those plates under there?
Oh, sure.
Thanksgiving's a big time here on the farm.
Well, I hope that I'll still be included.
Well, of course, you know that Kirk will be here. And I know how you feel about him.
Yeah, well, my feelings for Kirk became crystal clear after talking with Lenore last night. I'm just still so angry at him for what he did to Lenore that, well, I wanted to hurt him.
Jared, I really do wish that you would give Kirk the benefit of the doubt. I really do.
I'll try. And I hope you'll give me the benefit of the doubt. I hope you'll still consider my proposal, Emma.
Jared, I'm very fond of you.
You know how fond I am of you, Emma. We've made great companions. Even though it may be past the time of the grand passion that I had for Carolyn and you had for Harvey. I mean, there's still many wonderful years ahead of us. And me, why, I'd be as reliable as that old typewriter over there. Do you understand what I'm saying, Emma?
Yes, Jared, I think I do. But you're wrong. I mean, at least you're wrong about me. I'm not too old for passion, grand or otherwise. And if I ever committed myself to a man again, it would have to be someone as passionate about life as I am.
Cal Strickland. Now, what do I have to do? Do I have to put, well, spare ribs and baked beans, Texas style, on my menu to get you to come in here more often?
Well, no, well, but you know what, with all this Lily stuff, and then of course, Josh and Meg came into town, and that kind of had me tied up for a while.
Yeah, well, why do I get the feeling that something has to do with Emma Snyder?
You can read me like a book, can't you?
Oh, why don't you just go ahead and propose to her?
Well, now, as a matter of fact, I already have.
You mean to say that she didn't just say yes right away?
No, ma'am, I'm afraid not. I guess these country women need some time. They're very cautious.
No, I don't think that's it at all. I think what you have to do is, well, just take a page from Duncan McKechnie's book. And just don't, well, just hound her and do not take no for an answer.
You know, that might just work. You're quite a woman, Miss Lisa.
You bet I am, and don't you ever forget it.
I don't.
I just talked to John at the executive club. He hasn't heard a thing. Hasn't even heard any confirmation that Lucinda's escaped.
Well, I don't know why Lily hasn't called. I mean, it's been in all the papers. She must have heard.
I wish I could answer that one for you.
So how do you like Oakdale so far, Sean?
I like it. I like it a lot.
Of course, he's starved for the attention of an unattached female.
Miss Stewart likes to make me out to sound like some old lech, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you stick with me because I know a lot of nurses at the hospital who are single and would love to go out with a handsome bachelor. In fact, they'd like to go out with any bachelor. Oh, and speaking of the disappearing breed, we're losing one. Oh, Duncan McKechnie. Shannon said... Oh, okay. I gotta go congratulate them. the news. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I have a feeling you'll be next.
Oh, please. When are you setting the date?
Oh, it's all right, Lassie. Shannon has to save her voice so she can say the words I do love you, clearly. And it'll be soon, and you'll be invited.
Well, what happened to your voice, Shannon? Oh, wait a minute.
You don't want to know. Go upstairs. Take a bath.
Right. Well, I'm happy for the both of you.
Thank you, Emily. Bye.
I'll talk to you.
Shannon, you should dress warmly. It's cold outside.
I'm not going anywhere. This is where I live.
Oh, just for a bit. I have a little surprise for later on.
I was afraid of that.
Sí, sí, más tropas están en camino, sí. Sí, fantástico. We have succeeded. Está bien. Look, my men have gone through and broken through, and they've taken over the junta headquarters. Araca has been captured. He will be here any minute now.
Start looking for Lucinda.
No, not yet. No, it is still dangerous.
Well, they could be out there. God, just tell your inform your men.
They know already. They know there's 2 Americans out there. And look, it is a big place, and they're gonna find a place to hide. Dime.
Sí.
Está bien, bueno, más artillería. ¿Qué pasa, man?
You're not being rational. You got 1,000,001 chance of finding any proof at all of anything. You got 1,000,001 chance of getting out alive.
Yes, you're so concerned about me, baby. Come along. Come on, let's settle this together once and for all.
Mátame si quieres, el esfuerzo continuará.
You have a gesture. Speak in English.
So, who is this man?
My name is Craig Montgomery. I'm the husband of Sierra Esteban.
Oh, yes. Before she escaped, I had the pleasure of entertaining your mother-in-law, your suegra.
What do you know about Sierra Esteban?
Mrs. Walsh Dixon wanted to know the same thing. She was being held by James Stenbeck.
And when he died, she was killed?
Oh, no. She is much too valuable to us. Perhaps her ransom will take care of the money that we lost when Stenbeck died.
So where are you holding her?
Oh, the file I received didn't have that information.
Where's James Stenbeck's island?
Oh, yes, that was in the information. But too bad I destroyed it before Cordova's men arrived.
Ramon, forgive me. I must talk to Coronel Araca. Ramon Suarez.
What to?
Excelente. To broadcast a message of surrender right now. Right away.
No, there will be no surrender. Nunca rendiremos. Nunca. Te digo que nunca rendiremos.
Organized resistance from the junta has ended. But his men are running around the street like a pack of perros, looting and killing.
If your friend, Mrs. Walsh Dixon, is alive, I hope she has saved a bullet for herself. Because she might prefer death to what is to come.
Porque no te duermes, la mar hay poco, alla ro, 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 alla ro, 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 bendita, bendita.
If there's any chance at all, it's in you getting to Cordova. Now go, damn it, go.
I don't know where the Plaza Real is. ¿Sabes dónde es Plaza Real? Oh, no. Oh, my God, help us now. Okay. Okay. Niña, no, no, tu madre. En el cielo, con los ángeles, bien conmigo. Todo está bien, todo está bien. Ay, no. ¿Por qué?
Baby, these are great. These are great. great. I can't believe it. You make me look so...
So sexy, I know.
No, so sophisticated. Wow, don't you think?
Yeah. Anyway, I'll get an A. Sure, you're a terrific model.
Do you mind if I show these to Sean Baxter? He knows a lot about advertising, and he can help me pick some out for my portfolio. Oh, never mind.
No, of course. Why shouldn't you be able to go show them to Sean Baxter? Sure.
I'll be right back.
Andy, I see that look on your face.
What?
Well, look, you're not going to be foolish enough to just go around being jealous when you're around Julie, are you?
No, no way.
Well, I hope not. Look, one of the wonderful things about her is that she is really good at her job. She is fun and vivacious and witty, and she makes people feel good.
I know. I feel the same way, but this guy...
No buts. No buts about it. Look, if other people appreciate her and really understand how wonderful she is, that just proves how right you are and how wrong your father is.
I never looked at it that way before.
Well,
I see what you're saying.
I'll tell you something else, too. Kim and Bob really want more than anything else in the world for you to be happy. And you can prove it. You can prove that you're happy. But you can't if you go around being jealous. Now, can you?
You have a point there.
I
You're
know.
right.
I know him. I mean, when it comes to love, my darling, talking to an expert.
You know what's really great is how much stronger Lenore has gotten. I mean, if Jared had told her what he told her a few months ago, she would have fallen to pieces.
Well, I'm still very angry at Jared for breaking his promise to Mama, and I told him so.
You did?
Yes.
Well, good for you. Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm just wondering why you didn't call and tell me that you worked things out with Lenore. You had to know I was concerned, and what I would be thinking if you didn't call.
Well, I just figured that everything went so well, there was no need, and I just have got a lot more to learn.
Yes.
Would you like to break the other leg?
Yes.
No.
Well, I love you. It's just you don't make it very easy.
I know, but you think you do?
These are good. Who did them?
Andy Dixon.
Well, he's got talent. Look, I don't have time to look at these now. Why don't you hop by the office one day soon?
Well, that would be great. I'm sorry I interrupted.
It's okay.
So I think we've covered about everything, unless you have any questions.
No, if I think of anything, I'll call you.
In that case, I believe it's about time for me to make a call on a certain farm lady, if you will excuse me.
Have a good time. You know, it should be spring because love is definitely in the air. And I am very pleased that Shannon accepted Duncan's proposal.
Well, gee, I don't know what to say. Do I offer my congratulations or my condolences?
Sean.
Yeah, Sean Baxter was really impressed. I'm going to talk to him about getting you some jobs when I stop by his office.
Why are you stopping by his office?
Because he's going to help me pick out some of my pictures for the portfolio.
Absolutely. I'd like to propose a toast.
Oh, yes. Oh, thank you.
Here's to life, love, and never an end to romance.
Oh,
Here's to that. Here.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Mona Lisa. I can see we have a real happy group here tonight. And I know of at least one happy couple because they announced their engagement tonight, Duncan and Shannon. And I'd like to dedicate this song to you, to happy lovers everywhere. From now on, if you're crying, it'll be as if the tears are my own. From now on, if you need me, run into my arms and you'll be home. From now on, I
I didn't see any cars in the yard, so I thought maybe I could catch you by yourself. Well, holy cow, look at you. You take another crack at that machine, huh?
Well, I got to thinking, and I decided that I am not too set in my ways to learn something new.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Well, of course you're not. But you know, Emma, I didn't come out here to talk about typewriters. No, just do me a favor and just sit tight and let me talk till I get this out of my craw. On the way out here, I've had every last one of your arguments against us getting together, chasing each other around in my head like a bunch of monkeys. And I have to admit that some of what you say has some merit. I mean, you're right. I never will be truly domesticated. And as for my past life and the women that have... Now, just hold on. Let me finish. I admit there have been some women in my life from time to time. And I can't wipe that away. And I'd just be a hell of a hypocrite if I said I even wanted to. But I promise you, Emma, not a single one of them has ever made me feel, well, with the exception of Elizabeth, none of them has ever made me feel what you stir up in me all the time. You just make me glad I'm alive, Emma. When I'm with you, I can't keep my hands off of you, and when I'm away from you, I'm figuring out how to get back to you. I mean, you make me feel like I'm laughing and dancing even when I'm sitting still. I love everything about you. And you're gonna think I'm loco because I even love fighting with you. Now, I try, whenever possible, not to promise anything that I can't deliver. And I won't ever be a model husband. But I can damn well guarantee you that I will be here for you, and I will be here for your family. And I promise you that whatever happens, we will have ourselves one hell of a good time. No, you don't have to say anything right now. I'd rather that you just chew on what I said. Let me get on over home. But I want you to remember that I'm a stubborn old cuss. I'm gonna be just like a very bad penny. I'm just gonna keep turning up.
Cal.
I hope you can forgive me for all I've put you through.
Well, as a matter of fact, to be honest, I was afraid you were going to give up before I gave in. And in my heart all along, I knew that you were right. For better or worse, Duncan, we belong together.
You don't know how happy it makes me to hear you say that.
Such a beautiful surprise.
Aye, and you're standing on part of it.
I am? Oh, here on October 23rd, 1989, Shannon O'Hara said the magical word, yes. I'm beginning to know how King Midas felt, only everything I touch turns into a plaque.
The other part is much closer to my heart. These are descendants of the birds that nested at Margaret's castle when Angus fell in love with her.
They're so beautiful, but I hate to see them caged like that.
These birds were meant to be free spirits, as you and I were when we first met. And will be again soon. They were meant to to soar free on the wind, to nest on the castle walls, and rear their young as a constant reminder of our love for one another and how it shall always be.
Should we let them go?
Yes.
Araka is resting in his cell.
Sorry, did he tell you anything?
No, not yet. But he will once he realizes that there's no hope for his cause.
Sí, dime. ¿Seguro?
Lucinda.
Mucho gusto en conocerlo.
Lucinda? Lucinda!
Stay tuned for Guiding Light, next on most of the CBS stations. Fashions by Betsy Johnson. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.
This is CBS.